guys, so we are here for math. Let's warm up our brains with our coin chant. Ready? Penny, penny, easily spent. Copper, brown, and worth 1 cent. Nickel, nickel, big and fat. You're worth 5 cents. I know that. Dime, dime, little and thin. I remember you. You're worth 10. Quarter, quarter, big and bold, worth 25 cents, so I'm told. All right, guys, you did an awesome job yesterday when you were using all of these different coins to create certain amounts. And today what we're going to be talking about is different combinations of coins to create certain amounts. So I just want to review with you real quick. I know you know the values of these. And I want to talk about something that we haven't talked about in these chats, but we talked about when we would do our how many days of school, right? A penny is worth 1 cent. A nickel is 5. A dime is 10. And a quarter is 25. And we know that this is the value of those coins, right? When we would do our days of school, we would trade in 5 pennies for 1 nickel. We would trade in 2 nickels for a dime. We could trade in 2 dimes and a nickel for a quarter, right? The coins, they have their values and they can be traded in differently, right? How much is $1? Do you remember? We did it on the 100th day of school. That should be a good clue. 100 cents. That's right. $1 is 100 cents. So if I have it in coins, I'm using my cent sign, right? Which is the C with the line through it. So 100 cents looks like that. So 100 cents could be 100 pennies. It could be 10 dimes. 100 cents could be 4 quarters. Because we know that quarters is the same as 1/4, right? That's a great way to remember it. Quarter means 1/4. And when we're talking about money, right, and coins, quarter is, there are 4 quarters in $1. So it goes like this. 25. 50, 75, 100. So when you have your 100 cents, that is the same value as $1. But if we have $1, our sign changes, right? So 100 cents, we then trade up. We don't call it 100 cents anymore. 100 cents is the value of $1. And our dollar sign, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with, right? Let me use my blue marker. A little bit better. Right? That letter S with a line through it, right? That's our dollar sign. So if we have $1, that shows us $1. And then there's a dot, a period, to separate how many dollars we have and how many cents we have, right? So if there are no extra cents, if I only have $1, this is what it looks like. I have $1 and no extra cents, right? So if I have my dollar sign and I have this, I don't need my cents symbol. So that's what you're going to recognize. And today what we're going to be practicing is looking at coins and finding the combinations that give me the value of $1 or less. But I want you guys to remember that $1 is the same value as 100 cents. We just trade up. We can trade up to $1. Okay? So that's that symbol. So if you have your math books, great. You should be open up to page 611, 611. If you don't have it yet, just pause Miss Egan and go grab it. Okay. All right, so the first question, we see a group of dimes, right? And they're asking us to circle the amount of dimes that is the same as $1. Now remember, I'm going to leave my dollar over here. He has $1. Now they're showing it like this because there's no extra cents, right? So they don't need to show that part. There's no extra cents, but you could always put zeros there too for cents, okay? So how many dimes make up that value of 100 cents? 100 cents is the same as $1. Well, let's count by tens, right? Because a dime is a value of 10. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's 100 cents. That means I've made it to $1. How many pennies did how many dimes did I use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tens. We already knew that, right? 10 tens is 100. And 10 dimes is $1. So in your book, count out 10 dimes and circle them. If you do that, there should only be 2 left over, right? They have 120 cents there. Super job, guys. Okay. Keep doing that work. Make sure you're counting. I'm going to get us ready for number 2. All right, number 2 shows us, they want us to find 50 cents. So 50 cents, or the same as 2 quarters, right? This time we're looking for 50 cents. That's the amount we're looking for right now. So I see a nickel, a quarter, another nickel, another nickel, another nickel, 2 more nickels. Yikes, guys, I don't have those nickels. All right, I'm going to use these ones. There's a nickel. There's a nickel. And 1 more nickel. Okay, so we have to count out and find 50 cents. So, what have I always told you guys before? When we start out counting, it's good to start with our highest value, right? And then continue counting. So, and 25 is less than 50. So let's start with 25, right? We want 25. My blue marker. We want 25, right? 25, and the rest are all nickels. So let's count out by 5s from 25. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh, I can stop because that's how much I needed. So you can circle the quarter and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nickels, which makes sense because 5 nickels equals 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I know that 2 quarters is 50 cents. Okay? All right, guys, super job. What I want you to do is do page 612 all by yourselves. And if you're up for a challenge, try 613. Look at the values, and you're going to write the amount underneath, right, as you count up. And then you're going to see if you can figure out the amount of $1. You're going to rock it. Can't wait to see your work. Bye, guys.